Hi everyone, I have brought you one more video of critical appreciation of a poem. In this video we are going to learn how to write a critical appreciation of a poem. Let's see what is this critical appreciation mean. Critical appreciation means critical reading of a poem. It does not mean writing a summary, or it does not mean criticizing bad elements in the poem. There is no any such scientific formula as such. Critical appreciation means a deeper understanding of a poem. So what is required for critical appreciation? For this, we must know the meaning of the words used in the poem, as well as we must know the implied meaning of the poem, or what is implied in that poem. We must know its context. Here, context means the condition in which the poem is written, or the era, or the historical background of the poem. Then we must know the elements and the structures used by the poet. Here, the elements and structure means the tools and techniques used by the poem for composing that poem. And the elements means literary devices like rhyme scheme, figure of speech, and structure means language used by the poet, or the sentences, the lines, short sentences, long sentences, or the form of the poem, its genre, etc. So all these determine the desired effect of the poem. Now let's see how to write a critical appreciation. For this, we must write general introduction of the title of the poem, then few information about the poet and the background of the poem. Here title means we have to tell about the meaning behind that title, or the words used for that title. We have to discuss about its thematical or literal meaning of that title. Alright, then we must give few references of what that poet, who may be he or she, how she has earned her name in English literature by devoting his literary work, or mention some famous work that is done by that particular writer or a poet or poetess, and then give some information about the present poem. Then let's see theme or summary in brief. Here you have to write a short summary or theme of the poem, or you have to give the central idea of the poem, or on which subject or the topic the poet or the poetess is talking about, and in which context the poem is written, or what poet wants to convey through these lines. So we have to give a brief record of all these in theme or summary of the poem. Then the third point, that is about structural evaluation. Here you have to give some references for how well the author or the poet accomplishes his or her purpose behind this work. You have to examine literary technique or style with supporting details like rhyme scheme. Okay. Now what is rhyme scheme? Here rhyme means the sound of each last words of a line match with the second one or any other line. In short, the sameness of sound in the words at the end of the lines. When the sounds or words rhyme to a particular line, there that stanza belongs the rhyme scheme. There are such rhyming patterns like AABB or ABAB or AABBC, etc. So that depends on the rhyming words that occur in that lines. Then the second sub point, that is literary devices or figures of speech used by the poet in that poem. Here these figure of speech are like the ornaments of the poem through which the poet wants to explain his or her thought process regarding the idea that he or she wants to convey. There are so many figures of speech in English like simile, metaphor, alliteration, antithesis, hyperbole, allegory, imagery, pun, climax, anticlimax, and many more. So we are going to study the detailed information about the figure of speech in my next video. Then the third subtype of this poem is type of poem. So what type of poem is it? Is it an imaginative poem? Is it reflective one? Reflective here means the thought that the poet or the poetess want to convey and we have to think over it. Imaginative means imaginary aspects are given in the poem. And narrative means the narration is there and so on. Then the genre, the sonnet, epic, ballad, satirical, etc. So what type of genre it is? So we have to write it is also in that critical appreciation. Then comes the tone of the poem. It may be sad sometimes, it may be romantic, sometimes ironical or humorous and many more. So it depends on that a particular theme or the central idea or the poet wants to convey his or her idea through that tone. Then comes message. So what message that the poet wants to convey through her literary work. So that is important. So it is our duty to understand after reading the poem that what does the poet wants to say or what does the poet give the message through her poem or any other form of literature. And then comes self-opinion regarding the poem. So how do we feel after reading that poem? So we have to write about the poem, about the poet, about his writing style, about the language he or she has used in it. So it's based on the total effect of that poem. So that will be our self-opinion. Here I have brought you one example of critical appreciation of the poem Indian Weavers written by Sarojini Naidu. So let's read first the poem. Weavers weaving at break of day, why do you weave a garment so gay? Blue as the wing of a halcyon wild, we weave the robes of a newborn child. Here you can see the rhyme scheme AABB because the first word of the first line, the last word, day. So this day rhymes with gay. So we can use a letter A for day. So as it rhymes with the word gay, so the rhyming scheme of these two lines is AA. Then comes while and child. So for this we are going to use a letter B. So while rhymes with child, so it becomes BB. So the rhyme scheme of this first stanza is AABB. The second stanza, weavers weaving at fall of night, why do you weave a garment so bright? Like the plumes of a peacock, purple and green. We weave the marriage bells of a queen. Weavers weaving solemn and still. What do you weave in the moonlight chill? White as a feather and white as a cloud, we weave a dead man's funeral shroud. So this is the poem, and now we are going to write a critical appreciation on the basis of the points we have learned just now. So that we are going to write about the title. So what is the title? Title is Indian Weavers. And the title indicates that the poem is about Indian weavers who weave variety of clothes as per requirement or incidents tirelessly. So this is the few information regarding title. Then about the poetess. So the poetess is Sarojini Naidu. She is a celebrated poetess who spun magic through the poem Indian Weavers. She is the first Indian English poetess who is renowned as the Nightingale of India because her work has earned that name. In her poetry we can see the philosophy of life, and much clarity is there in her poems. Then comes the point, the information about the poem. So we have to give few information about the present poem, that is Indian Weavers. So this is a short poem and it is consisting of 3 stanzas having 4 lines each. Each stanza tells us about the 3 important stages in human's life, namely birth, youth and old age or death. The poem beautifully symbolizes these various stages of life in the form of the time of the day and the dress weaved. Now let's see the theme. In this poem, the poetess relates the 3 stages of life to different colors and different times of the day. Birth is the first stage and the robe of the blue color is woven in the morning. Here robe means dress. Green and purple colors well for marriage is woven in the evening. For the dead, a white shroud cover, wrapping of the dead body is woven at chill moonlight or night. Here the colors represent the different moods of life such as blue for bright childhood, green and purple for colorful youth, and white for colorless old age or death. So this is about the theme of the poem. And then comes structural evaluation of the poem. As we have seen already, the points like rhyme scheme, the language, figure of speech, the form of the poem, the tone, the genre, So I have brought all these points here. The first one, the rhyme scheme of the poem is AABB. Just now we have learned. The poetess has used very simple rhythmical language. There are variety of figure of speech used in the poem like simile, metaphor, alliteration, repetition and imagery. So the main figure of speech is metaphor that is thoroughly used in the poem. Then the form. The poem is in question and answer form. Then the poem has a philosophical tone. Then the message, the poet wants to give a message through this poem, and that is life is beautiful, enjoy every stage of life and learn from the incidents and experiences of these phases of life. So this message wants to convey through this poem by the poetess. And this is our opinion. So this is my opinion. How do I feel after reading or learning this poem? So according to me, the poem is short and easy to understand. The poem has not only a philosophical touch but a picturesque quality too. The language used in the poem is simple and suitable to the form. Thus, we can enjoy the theme as well as a rhythmical quality. Thus, this is a critical appreciation of the poem. So, in this order, you can write a critical appreciation of any poem. Thank you for watching my video and hope you have learned this how to write a critical appreciation.